And go ahead, Deborah.
Hey, Deborah.
Hi, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Fabiana recommended Liberation for me.
Okay.
It's just so it's ordered and should be here, I guess, in a few days.
Okay.
But how would you she didn't have time to explain what would be her way to use it.
Sure. Yeah, I can walk you through that. So you could use it a couple of different ways. One would just be sitting and just doing like maybe 15 to 25 just long, slow, deep breaths, right? Another way to use it is put a few drops in water and then take it internally. I wouldn't put it on the skin just because it does have some cinnamon in it and it can be a little bit irritating to the skin. And so if you were to put it on the body, I mean, it's better either inhaled or taken internally, but if you do end up wanting to put it on the body, mix it with some lotion or massage. But the best application would just be lots of long, slow, deep breaths, and then a few drops internally. And so it's very good for strengthening the body. It's very good for like infections and flus and things like that. But one of the things that it's really good for is helping you like step outside the box, like doing something different, or in times of difficulty, like say if you're in situations where, you know, you have people kind of coming at you a little bit, it can be helpful in that. You know, it makes you a little bit more thick-skinned, so to speak. And so the stepping out of the box, you know, there's a little bit of like a fear response that can happen when you start to do some sort of change or shift or doing something different. And so Liberation can be very helpful for that, you know. The cinnamon and the savory in it are very strengthening to the body. The clove helps to kind of dull a little bit of the pain that can come up, you know, from stepping outside of the box. And it's not physical pain, but it can just be like you know, it helps with that a little bit. And then it also has lemon in it, which just kind of helps you flow with things.
So two questions about that. One is, until it arrives, would cinnamon be good? Because you had mentioned it helps with a thick skin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when it arrives,
the other thing that cinnamon is really good for, there's a couple of things. For one, I mean, you never really think of it like this, but cinnamon is very strengthening to the heart. Like it's invigorating to the emotional heart. It's good for that. It's really good for that. And the other thing that cinnamon is really good for is esoterically is physicalizing blessings. You know, like if you're sitting in prayer or you come out of church or you're after a meditation, cinnamon helps to physicalize the blessings into the physical body and into the potential when you're taking action. And so cinnamon's very good for that.
So when I start with the Liberation, is there anything that I should stop with? You know, I did the abandonment, and I also did the well, just in general, you had told me a while ago with my issues, the heliochrysum, and then I have the tarragon and basil and helicinium that I sort of go through to.
You could still keep using those. I would use the Liberation blend just right off the bat, first thing in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then anything in particular for at night to go with that? Like I had. Yes. Because there are days when there's the anxiety doesn't, and the mind starts to run, that's creating the anxiety, you know, they're kind of in tandem.
Yeah.
So and then sleep is really so helpful.
Yeah.
Good sleep.
You can try using tarragon that you already have. Laying in bed, you can sit and inhale it, like, you know, 25-30 inhalations. Hyssop might actually be very good for that as well.
Okay.
But also one of the other ones would be, there's the sleep support, and it has a bunch of spikenard in it and some rue. I mean, it's got other things too, but spikenard and rue. And so one of those might be good for you as well.
Okay.
All right, start with the tarragon. You already have it, so try
Yes.
that. Then do you have hyssop?
Yes.
If the tarragon doesn't work for you, then move to the hyssop. And then if not, then either go to the sleep support, spikenard, or some rue.
Okay, I have rue.
Okay, perfect. Then that
Very
should be
good.
the one after the hyssop. And just like lay in bed and just with your head on the pillow, just take some long, slow, deep breaths, or just like as you're sitting and getting ready to go to bed, do it. But the thing that I like about doing it while you're in bed is that if you start to doze off, you don't really have to get up and move around. You can just kind of conk out, and it will help you fall asleep.
Yeah. I can't really do it in bed because of my circumstances, but
Okay. So maybe just go into the bathroom and do it, or sit in the other room and do it, and then come in and just lay down and go to bed then. Yeah.
Yeah. And one other thing,